From the flight deck to your TV set.
From the flight deck to your TV set, you're watching 5 Minutes with Herb. I'm your host, Herb Jackson, and as always, my goal here today is to make this the best 5 minutes of your day. So I ask that you sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Welcome aboard. Today, I'm extremely fortunate to share this conversation with you. I have the opportunity to speak with one of my favorite actors of all time. Currently, you can catch him on Bounce TV's flagship show, Saints and Sinners, as Jabari Morris. I've seen my guy in everything. Law and Order SVU, The Sopranos, The Good Wife. My man had a recurring role in Oz. And of course, he played one of my favorite characters in what I consider one of the best television shows of all time. My man, Preston Bodie Broadus of The Wire. So without further ado, let's welcome aboard my man, J.D. Williams.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Herb.
We started off born in Jersey. You ended up taking drama classes in high school. How did that all come together?
Well, it was a kind of the culmination of moving around a lot, with having been a single mom kid, and you go from school to school and you have to figure out a kind of way to fit in. So like certain clubs and certain things that I would get into, were consistent no matter what school I was into. And usually like whether the school was doing a play or it was a reading announcement at assembly and things like that. So I always ended up getting into like public oration no matter what school I was in. So it was just something that just kind of followed me around. Like I said, it kind of helped me stay out of my mom's hair, stay out of my family's hair, and give me something else to do. So ended up going to our high school through a bunch of other circumstances because I applied to two other high schools, but my applications were actually filled out incorrectly. So I actually ended up going to our high school, through, the blessing of God, and it just led me to where I needed to be.
But it almost was, like you say, it wasn't that you filled out the application wrong. It was almost like it was meant to be, huh?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I think you've been doing a pretty good job. I mean, Oz, The Wire, all the way up to right now. We sit here in 2021, and it's Saints and Sinners on Bounce TV. Right. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Saints and Sinners, like you said, it's on Bounce TV. It's their first original drama. Where actually this season coming out, I believe it will be March or April, is going to be our 5th season. That's all, the fans work right there because it is, as it being an entertaining and great show. The cast is great, and it's a melodrama. It's myself, Vanessa Bell Calloway, Clifton Powell, Trey Chaney, Jasmine Burke, Dawn Half-Kinney, Keith Robinson, Christian Keys. So just the ensemble itself, and many, many more people, just the ensemble itself, not to mention the guest stars and, guest features that we have come in and out. I think it's a fun show. The audience is enjoying all the drama, but I think that it speaks to Atlanta. You get to see a lot of the Atlanta talent come together and present themselves and get this production made. I mean, there's so many different people from so many different fields that come through the show just to keep it entertaining, and people are loving it right now. So I have to just give it up to the fans because 5 seasons, I'm grateful for that. I really wasn't expecting it, but the fans are enjoying it so much, and hopefully we can entertain them just as much this year and get to another one.
It's Bounces TV's first original content. So you were like setting the foundation for a whole network. How does that feel?
Well, it feels great, and I can kind of compare it to a lot of the stuff that HBO does because HBO, it breaks ground, and that's one thing I am grateful for, that I do get to be a part. I have been a part of a lot of projects that have set certain type of precedents and certain type of standards. So that's definitely something I'm always, grateful for and always looking to be a part of.
On that show, you played the character Jabari. As a lot of us remember you also played the character of Bodie back in the day of The Wire.
Right.
To me, those two characters are very, very similar. And I'll give you my take. to me, Jabari is almost Bodie just grown up. And he has been in the game so long, and he sees that, you know what, I can do this. I don't have to work under someone else. So I'm going to take over and do my own thing. What do you think about that?
Well, I can definitely relate to those comparisons. They definitely are extensions of each other. So I would definitely give you that and say that's a great observation, because you know, obviously the environments they grew up in and the way that they carried each other. Yes, I would definitely say Jabari is like Bodie with more opportunities and, you know, like you said, with more maturity, you know, a little more love. But yeah, at the core, those two definitely share a lot of similarities. Not like Bricks from Oz, you know, that's a different person, or, you know, not like, you know, yeah. So definitely, I see that correlation. Definitely, that's a good observation.
And one of my favorite sayings, slogans, everyone will call it, "The game is rigged."
I'm hearing that so much now. I'm hearing that like every week.
I mean, I remember, you know, the episode, you and McNulty are sitting in the park, you know, eating a sandwich or whatever, and you're talking about it's kind of the end of your in the show, and you know, you're just tired, you're worn down, and you just, I mean, the way you said it, you know, the game is rigged, man. I mean, and it's just so, it's so true. I mean, whether you talk about and in the context of The Wire, politics, the schools, the police force, the dock workers, even the game on the streets, it's rigged. And that, I think the saying, it transcends so much, because you can take that over into real life too. And anything we think about right now, the game is rigged.
Of course, yeah. Well, I mean, within the context of The Wire and that character, even if we take it from the first season with the chess scene.
Yes.
Bodie was asking these questions about, what is this character? What can this pawn do? If I'm a pawn, what is the most I can do? And at the end of that scene, it says you can't be. D'Angelo tells him you can never be the king. The king stay the king, but you can make it to the other end. And so Bodie's position was, well, if I stay alive, then I made it. You know, I won. I don't have to necessarily be the king.
Yeah.
At least I have a chance to get to the other side. But fast forward to that scene you were talking about in the Arboretum, Bodie's realizing that even if you make it to the other side, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's, the game is not fair for you at all. It was never designed for you to win in the first place. And that was like kind of a crashing down realism that was coming to that character, where he fully accepted that he was committed to what his decision was, but it was just the reality of what that decision was coming down on him.
And Bodie was a true soldier. True soldier.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, I love it. Anyways, we continue on. I know, or I'll just let you say, you give back to the community, to artists. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I try every now and then when I do have time and when it can be organized properly. I definitely love to do classes, whether it's through my city, Newark, New Jersey, or whether I offer personal classes. We do a lot of coaching. There's a lot of small projects, because obviously Newark has had like a burgeoning independent scene going on for like maybe the last 5 to 7 years. I've been heavily involved in that, you know, on the production side, on the, you know, direction side. So we have that going on. But yeah, whenever I'm around, and when I do feel like that I do have something pertinent to give, I definitely love to share and you know, hopefully influence, you know, whatever is coming next, because somebody did that for me, you know.
Okay, before we let you go, as always, I gotta get you into the lightning round. Okay, we're gonna start off with nightlife. Where's the better nightlife, the ATL or Baltimore?
Atlanta.
If there was a crime that needed to be solved, which detective would you rather have on the case? Noah St. Charles or Jimmy McNulty?
Well, it depends. Did I commit the crime?
Yeah, you did.
If I committed the crime, I want St. Charles on the case.
Okay, you have an organization that you want to have run. Who are you picking for your leader? Rex Fisher or Avon Barksdale?
That's a good one. I'm gonna go with Avon. I'm gonna go with
Solid
Avon.
leader. Who's more charismatic, Stringer Bell or Levi Sterling?
That's a good one too. Well, I'm gonna have to go with Levi Sterling because he had more girls. He had way more girls than we saw Avon with. I mean, Stringer with.
That's true. That's true.
Stringer was cool, but he was always yelling at the homies. At least Levi had some girls, going
That's
around.
true. That's true. Well, man, thanks again for joining me, folks. Thanks for watching another edition of 5 Minutes with Herb. On behalf of my guest, JD Williams, I'm Herb. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.
Later.